I'm sorry, I've left my briefcase upstairs. Thank you very much indeed.
We'll go out the bottom way. That lot's all locked, bolted and barred. No nearer?
No, it doesn't look like it.
They'll never rent it till they get that top floor finished.
Yes, the builders went bankrupt.
Builders, bloody paddies, what do you expect? Deal with a bit of life about the place, though. People coming in on a morning. Secretaries, cleaners, phones going.
This is all right.
I used to be over the old Prudential building, you know. My missus, she goes out cleaning every morning. Off at 5, back before 10. Done a full day's work before most folks have even started. Still, oldest girl's a manicurist. We got a son out in West Germany, so we haven't done too bad. Oh, that's the place by all accounts. Shops open whenever you want them. We go shopping 11 o'clock at night sometimes. They have a different philosophy over there.
You don't live on the premises?
Me? No fear. And well, that's where I live. Time I was back there and all, 2:30. Why? Oh.
No reason. I suppose we have a key for this door?
Well, somebody's got one. Security's got one, I do know that. Coming round with that flaming dog. Yeah, many a time leaving a right parcel. I shouldn't have that to see to, you know. That's his country all over. You come through Dunkirk and end up cleaning up after a bloody Alsatian. Trade unions? No, thank you.
Who's you got seeing it today, then?
Same people who saw it last week.
Oh, so they are interested.
I shouldn't think so for a minute. Difficult to adapt to their management structure is what they said. Do you know what that means? Not enough toilets. You're sitting on our property gazette.
Or there's a sidecar. That's lemon juice, brandy, and Cointreau. Or you could have an old-fashioned. That's whiskey.
Still, they took a second look.
Well, what's that to you, Mr. Nosy Parker? Your residential properties. This is commercial. Just mind your own business.
Oh, come on, Christine.
Oh, don't come on, Christine, me. My name isn't June Glacier. Besides which, there's a computer programmer in Aylesbury who worships the ground I walk on. So just get your bum off my desk and get back to where you belong.
It's my hobby, really, cocktails. If I was on Miss World, that's what I should have to say.
What exactly is Angostura?
Bahrain.
Or you
Well,
could
that's
have
where
a
it's all
vodka.
happening. They don't know what a mortgage
That's
means.
vodka.
Fetch it in bags.
Ginger beer and
Money.
fresh lime squeezed over ice.
Not to mention SEX.
Where?
Where what?
SEX.
Not here.
Not for want of trying.
I just popped by to say I got shot at Lily Road.
Who to?
To whom?
Clients. Just push the OPP.
There's no planning permission on Lily Road.
Well, that's for them to find out.
OPP, Lily Road. They'll be back.
It's the old caveat emptor.
I'll give you 10p if the exchange contracts.
What happened to White Elephant House?
Oh, not keen, the clients. Not overstruck. Seems they would have to restructure.
Oh, pity. But I could sell it.
Oh, yes, I imagine you could. But would it stay sold?
SE9, 16 Rattle Place. Lord North Street, number 12, SW1. 40 Smith Square, SW1. Smith Square, number 40, SW1.
14 Chelsea Square. It's here somewhere. Hardwick Street, no. Cambridge Street, no.
It'd be better if you took the keys out.
Oh, yes. Presbury Road.
Presbury Road. We sold that a long, long time ago.
Oh, well, you never know when a spare key comes in handy. Leamington Street, no. How's Mrs. Phillips?
She's away.
Lucas Street. How's her bookbinding?
Been shelved. Thank you very much.
Mr. Phillips. Book. Have to sign the book. My little system.
There we are.
Cute.
Thank you.
Bye.
Just off. Oh, George, I'm glad I ran across you. I had young Rycroft in earlier on. The thing is, I sometimes wonder if we're not becoming a bit staid. I sometimes wonder if perhaps a little cross-fertilization might prove beneficial. I told him. Who? Rycroft.
Rycroft.
I told him he could have a crack at our little problem child.
Why?
Why?
Yes. Why?
Seemed keen. Is keen. No harm in it. It's not poaching.
10, anybody?
I'm 10. Oh, you could have fooled me.
How's your good lady? How's the carpentry? She put up any more shelves?
No, I think we're well catered for her in the shelf department.
Huh. She's a remarkable woman.
She's in Colchester for a few days, looking after her father.
Colchester, really? I went to the Chinese mill there.
It's all right, I can manage.
Well, we had ours.
You were late, so we had ours. Remember, Jennifer?
Yep.
Spanish peseta, 144 to the pound here in England today, compared with 142 over there. That's unusual. You usually get more to the pound over there. In Italy, 1,645 here and 1,680 lira to the pound over there. Greece, 82.5 drachmas to the pound here, only 72 and a quarter over there. In Portugal, you get 91.5 escudos to the pound here, 92.5 over there. Remember, whenever you change money overseas, you'll normally find yourself paying a commission to the bank, bringing up to around 15 pence. Greece is the only one of the countries we're looking at here that don't in fact levy a commission charge. And if you take travelling checks, you'll have had to pay a
$1 o'clock. It says while you wait.
Well, you can wait. But you don't know hang about here all morning, do you?
Well, what takes so long?
He's got arthritis.
Perhaps you ought to take the sign down.
Well, we're ready for retiring. We've got to come out of here anyway. All this is coming down. Is it important? The key?
No, it's not important. 1 o'clock.
Well, I can't find it. Mr. Phillips did have it, but he signed it back in. First thing this morning.
It can't have been lost in that short time. Are you sure he gave you it?
He signed it in. It was before I came in.
It's pathetic. Firm this size and we have a dirty little exercise book.
We've always had an exercise book.
They're coming from Croydon.
George, when you've completed your toilette, a word? I think Rycroft has a point. As a system, it is lacking in efficiency. No, not so much efficiency as elegance. The key in itself is not important. You say the caretaker has one in security. And after all, nobody's going to run off with the building. All's the pity. And you did sign it in? Yes, I'm sure you did. What is unfortunate is that Rycroft has people coming in from Coventry.
Croydon.
Croydon? Not so far.
Well, they can come another time.
They can come another time. Still, one doesn't want to start off on the wrong foot, particularly when Mycroft's been so quick off the mark. And you're sure you returned it? Yes, of course you are. So it must be somewhere. The other point is with Morpeth, who quite plainly isn't getting any younger, and I wonder if she might not be happier doing something a little less demanding. What do you think? Peggy, don't you care to pop in and see me this afternoon, if that's convenient? We'll try to get this one sorted out. What with one thing and another, this property is becoming a real...
And they're asking 45.
Good morning, Mr. Phillips.
Dora.
How's the vine? Grapes yet?
Grapes?
Mrs. Phillips planted a vine.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh, what a shame. But do be sure, sometimes you think they're dead, then suddenly they're clambering all over the place. Now, might twist your arm, kidney machines. Half an hour each day, and they can lead perfectly normal lives. They're a real boon. Don't escape, Mr. Rycroft. Fled.
Croydon. Who are these people, anyhow?
Contacts.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Plenty more fish in the sea. You generally shave in the office?
Sometimes.
First time I've seen it.
That's odd.
What?
I thought it was a donkey. It's a chair with a coat over it.
Where?
Can't see it now. It's gone.
Oh.
I reckon it's an apple and a piece of cheese today.
Missing the exercise?
You know we lost the 12:30 slot.
So I heard. Good old Graham.
They were trying to sell us 6 o'clock.
Ha
I said to Graham, 6 o'clock's no good to me. 6 o'clock and I'm hopefully crawling towards Totteridge.
Quite.
He tends to put people's backs up.
He puts my back up. I love 12:30.
Is 4 an improvement?
Well, it's an improvement, Graham, but it's not ideal.
I know it's not ideal.
12:30 was ideal.
Ideal?
Listen, Gaff, forget 12:30. It was pure fluke we ever had 12:30. 12:30 days are over. 12:30? Everybody wants 12:30.
Graham.
Squash. I don't know why I took it on.
Graham.
Not a happy man.
You lunching today, George?
No, not today, Jeff, thanks.
Hey, no.
Oh, you're the young man for the keys.
Yes, please. How much is that?
£1 and 5 pence, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Miss Morpeth's in tears in the toilet. Says she's going to be sacked.
She's not going to be sacked.
Well, she says she is. She says it's just a preliminary to being computerized.
You can't computerize keys.
Well, she says you can. She says if they can computerize Sandra Maynard, they can computerize her.
That's different. Sandra was estimates.
Oh, well, that's just what I said through the door. Besides, they didn't computerize Sandra. She just got pregnant at the time they were computerizing. It was sheer coincidence the two weren't connected at all.
Anyhow, they found the key
Oh, yes. Where was it? In your pocket?
underneath the table. I've talked to Mr. Welby. It's all right. I think you better go and get her out.
Oh. Oh, let's do those letters first. Do you know who I blame?
Who?
Love's young dream. Bahrain. He's the one that wants computerizing. He was in a minute or two since, said his people had gone off the boil, and whose fault was that? They're now looking at something in Acton.
Strange, isn't it? Never think of a city being built on land. All that land underneath the city. Hills, slopes, rivers, trees. These must have been water meadows once. Cattle coming down. Reeds. And not property. Land.
I'll go and rescue Miss Morpeth.
Lots of land.
I don't think it's fair.
Well, it's only so we can sleep. Yours is like a doll's bed.
It's terrible. Really bad.
I dropped off in maths this afternoon.
You could come back.
He's got a girl.
Don't lay off. It's just not fair. I'm surprised you can't see that.
Why?
I don't know why.
Don't you like me?
What's that got to do with it? It's all Dad's fault. If he were here, I'd feel all right. It'd be good then.
I like it now. A place to ourselves.
Anyway, you should be this side. He sleeps there. No, that's wrong. I'll go that side. I don't want to do anything. Let's just sleep. You talk about going to sleep in maths. We'll probably be here at the weekend. After that, Mum's back. No, lay off.
Morning, Avril. Morning, Sandra. Morning, Christine.
Good morning. Who shook your cage?
It's Monday. It's a new day, a new week. The world, Christine, is our oyster.
Mrs. Phillips not back, is she?
Oh, Wednesday. Meanwhile, we've got a lot of work to clear up. A little matter of Sunley House. Number 1 on the agenda. Get on to those Japs. Fix up a time for tomorrow. Clear it with Mr. Welby, but make it early. 9.
9? Oh, Mr. Welby won't like that.
Good. Number 2, check with costume that they've done a breakdown on possible decoration estimates. Number 3, get on to Inland and Drury. Tell them that I want all plumbing and circuit plans, and I also want somebody there tomorrow who can make snap decisions regarding possible alterations. Number 4, cancel the phone call to the Samaritans. 5,
Yes?
not a word to our young friend.
Haven't seen him this morning.
Good.
We are, of course, fully air-conditioned with the latest in underfloor central heating. The beauty of the building is that while enjoying this splendid view...
Kind of semi-rural, Milton. Grass, Arnold.
We are nevertheless only a few minutes from the center of town.
That's handy. That is handy, Milton.
It is handy.
Now, you appreciate, Mr. Rycroft, that our problem is... You're kind of young, aren't you, Mr. Rycroft? I was just saying to Mr. Rycroft that he's kind of young, Milton.
He is young, Arnold.
Well,
No. Don't apologize. We like to see that. No, our problem is that we have a management structure that is basically horizontal in layout, and deliberately so in order to maximize interpersonal contact, which rightly or possibly wrongly, though I happen to believe rightly, is valuable in developing a company ethic. Now, having said that, we are still, at this moment in time, recruiting new personnel. So we are still fairly fluid in that area. But as I was saying, that's something maybe we should want to take another look at. You don't look more than 24.
Well, that's what Mr. Phillips wants. I'm not getting anywhere. It's Mr. Kelly. Pick up 2.
Hello, Phillips speaking. What's the problem? Yes. Yeah. No. Look, you don't seem to be getting the message. I've got some clients coming in first thing tomorrow morning, then I need to be able to quote actual facts and figures and put an estimate in their hands. And to do that, I need a complete breakdown on renovation and possible conversion costs. Well, if you can't do it, the contract will have to go to somebody who can. Right. Right. And while we're on the subject, I noticed that we have a broken window on the 7th floor. God knows. You'll get onto that straight away? Good.
Of course, all renovations will be taken up in the terms of the lease. Must have happened over the weekend.
We're not in a violent neighborhood here, Mr. Rycroft.
Not a bit, no.
Curious place for a window to be broken. It's hardly kids.
No.
Large bird, perhaps?
What about the next floor? Watch your shoes, man.
Watch your shoes.
I don't think we really need bother with the top floor. Though, of course, if you want to.
Well, I think we do.
I think we do.
So, I gather that this floor is unfurbished.
Yes.
Milton, you appreciate that this floor is unfurbished?
I made a note of that, Arnold.
We felt that were it to serve as an executive suite, clients would prefer a free hand with decoration and so on.
Absolutely. I was wondering if it... No, I thought it might be kind of a good idea. We went over all these floors one by one. I kind of like it, Milton.
I kind of like it, Arnold.
We kind of like it, Mr. Alpert.
It's shit.
Mr. Rycroft? Oh, Mr. Rycroft?
Well, another day.
For some of us. Guess where I'm headed? Harlesden. A launderette with great potential for a client with imagination.
Sir's just landed me with Hartlepool.
Well, that's no problem. You just plug the environment aspect. Exclusive use of local materials, all trees to remain on site.
There are no trees. There is no environment.
Well, invent one. Get the drawing office to run you up an artist's impression. All those elegant type people sitting around on a piazza drinking Camparis in the Mediterranean sunshine. Better still, why not give it to Rycroft?
I haven't seen him all day.
I suppose it's too much to hope that he's died.
Probably just teething.
Now then. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry, Mr. Phillips.
I just came to check to see if everything's all right. I've got some clients coming tomorrow. You're working late.
I'm on watch.
Watch?
We're both of us on watch.
Who?
You're Mr. Rycroft. He's upstairs. Been here all day.
What for?
We got a squatter. Somebody's doing a squat. Camp bed, sleeping bag, one of these cassette things, old bag of tricks. It's disgusting.
How did they get in?
It's a mystery. Your young fella's been trying to figure it out. Tried to put the blame on me for a start. He did, cheeky little son. Not my fault. Anyway, he wants to surprise him. Catch him in the act. Gonna stop on all night if he has to.
I better leave him to it.
That'd be some nasty little ginger genius smoking heroin, picking his toenail. I mean, it's not as if this is residential accommodation. You don't squat here. You don't squat anywhere. But if you do want to squat, you do not squat here. Anyway, I'm knocking off. I don't get paid for night security. Let him get on with it.
このベンチレーション関係はどういうふうになってるんですかね。
文化にさちょっとわからんな。
この天井のあれも低いね。
景色がなかなかいいじゃないですか。
地震関係ないから。あの辺手が省いたんで。あの辺がいい。だから線がね、こう走ってる。柱の位置ね。
Cheer up, George. I have the impression they're not displeased. For the first clients we've had who don't seem worried that there aren't 14 toilets on every floor. Of course, I imagine in Japan you don't build anything quite as substantially as this.
I'm sorry?
The earthquake.
Oh, no, no. Office blocks in Japan, much taller than this.
Really? Is that wise?
I don't think we should show them the top floor.
No. Not if we can help it. Well, gentlemen, that's it.
Oh, no, no. There are 9 floors. We've only seen 8 floors.
Of course. Lead on, George. I should explain, the top floor is still very much in a state of nature. Huh?
今度は社長も気に入ったでしょ。
そう願いたいです。まあできてないじゃないの。ああ、本当だ。なんか。やっぱ下ですか。やっぱり下。上はひどいよ。
I'm glad we're seeing the top floor because it will give me the opportunity of showing you the executive promenade. This way.
ちょっと皆さん、出ましょう。外は綺麗だな。
London, gentlemen. Flower of cities all. The Apex House, the Vickers Building, our old friend, the Post Office Tower, and over there, except you can't see it, St. Paul's, the Alley Pally, where Queen Alexandra used to live. Now it's the BBC. Someone once wisely said, when a man is tired of London, he's tired of life. Good God. Good gracious me. Rycroft? Rycroft. It's Rycroft.
Rycroft?
Sir, I was on the lookout for squatters.
Squatters?
Squatters.
No, nonsense, gentlemen. We have no squatters. Not now, Rycroft. Take no notice. I think we've seen as much as this floor can offer. And as I said, the view is an enormous asset.
Sir, 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 sir.
Please, Rycroft, take no notice of the young man, gentlemen. It's a precaution the insurance companies insist on taking with buildings of this quality. A sort of residential security. It's entirely my fault. I'd completely forgotten about him. It's like Tolstoy, the servant sleeping across the threshold. Do you have Tolstoy in Japan? I could have been cross. I ought to have been cross. I wasn't cross because it's clearly something mental. But those nips were on a knife edge. It could have gone either way.
He's keen. A bright spark. He thought he was onto something.
Yes, a squatter. I don't want to hear it, George. Explanations. One felt so foolish. Is he us, George? We really are a very old-fashioned firm. He never really appreciated that. He had poor Peggy in tears only last week. I don't like to see that. An employee of such a long standing. No. I think we ought to let him go. For his own sake.
Yeah. Loveness, perhaps?
Don't. He was babbling on about fingerprints. Fingerprints, as if the police don't have enough to do. And did you notice there was a Bible there? Always a bad sign. Funny, he didn't seem that type at all. And what a place to choose. Such a prime location. No, I think he'd be much happier if we let him go. You were quite right. I thought so at the time. It had to wait its turn. Find the right client. I'm glad it's James. So reliable. Drink?
Not now, thank you.
You got that? Bodmin, Targarth Road.
Bodmin, Telegraph Road, yes.
Well, that's all for the moment, Mr. Steele.
Ah!
I'll do some more later, though.
Yeah.
That is the contract you wanted to know about there, which you can look at when you've got the
Oh, I
time.
didn't need to do it.
Try 56. I don't hold out any hopes, but try 56. They're an oldish couple. He's retiring, so I'm going to have to
So
say...
what's wrong with 1:30?
Thank you. That's what's wrong with it. 1:30. 1:30 is as bad as 12:30.
When are we going to play the effing game? 2 in the morning?
Well, what about before work? 8:30?
8:30? I'll be rising at bloody dawn.
I'll get back to you.
Look, 12:30 is favourite.
I went out with Phillips and Pauline again last night. Are you holding? They found this pub in Northwood where they do proper Manhattan. Salt round the glass, everything. Did you say 3 bedrooms?
10,000
Stanmore.
What sort of salt?
The landlord used to work on a liner.
Yes.
That's 3 bedrooms, 2
Loaded
reception
bay.
rooms, room and a granite flat. Is that right?
Sunley House has been sold.
45,000.
That all depends on the traffic, doesn't it? It says 2 minutes.
Right. It has an arbour, which is very unusual, and the kitchen is quarry tiled. There's a small conservatory next to its own vegetable garden with mature trees.
Yes. I suppose there were always buildings here. There was a ford. There'll always have been some kind of settlement. Sorry, just talking to myself.
Were you thinking of leaving us?
No. Just stock taking. Isn't it time Robin took Jane home?
Is it? Yes, I suppose it is.
I think probably she's going to stay the night.
It's after 11, but school tomorrow.
Why? You've let me before.
Yes.
Then why? Dad?
No.
Come on, love. Do as Dad says. It's fascinating, this book on lateral thinking. I really must try and find out some more about it.